G'day everyone, welcome back to Nat's Knackers Yard. I'll be Nat, this will be my Knackers Yard. This will be my CB250 Superdream. That will be my dog. Normal service resumed. So everyone's back at school, work, etc, etc. Life's returning to normal, the country's falling apart. Certain YouTubers doing dangerous stuff. This one is going to get on with putting together this engine. So we're nearly there. So we're on effectively final stage. Engine assembly, replacing the camshaft, timing the valves, fitting the rocker gear. Nice and simple before we get on to putting the bugger back into the bike. As I said before, I think I'm going to put it back into the knackered frame, into the unregistered frame, effectively dry testing as much as anything else. And then see how we get on. Yeah, all interesting. Right, let's get you hoiked up onto my extra elevated frame. That's a camera stand, and then we'll get on with this. Right, so that's you hoiked up. Going from the book, secure the cam chain, length of thin wire to make sure it doesn't drop in. Well, I've still got my bungee solution, having dropped it in once and had to go all the way back to the beginning, so that's fine. I am at top dead centre. It tells me about that later in the book. Right, so the cam chain or the camshaft has been in a bag from the off. So yeah, I might just give it a bit of a dry off and a re-grease. Obviously I need to take the actual sprocket off itself. That was just more than anything else, so I don't lose the bolts. So they're only finger tight. There we go. Right, so it can only go on theoretically one way, so I will keep it orientated correctly. I'll probably just fast forward you for a second while I give this a bit of clean and then paint some fresh oil on it. Alright, there we go, I've got some fresh oil on it. What are we saying? Secure the cam chain. Position the camshaft sprocket to the left, the chain, insert the other one from the right. Okie dokie. Left, right. So that means I'm doing approximately that. Oops, come on, you fiddly bugger. So approximately like that, I think. Obviously it needs to go a little bit further. To allow the camshaft centre boss to enter the sprocket, must position with the offset cutaways approximately vertical. So like that. I'm thinking. And a little bit of fiddling while I try and work out what the Haynes manual is telling me to do. Okay, so I think if I'm correct, that's trying to be there, that's trying to be horizontal like that. Try and get the chain onto the cog. Well, I've now got the cam through, so I'm fine to drop my chain now. The marks are on your side, which is annoying. I have to keep dipping my head in the weight of you. Just trying to drop the chain onto the cog there. It's a little bit fiddly, but I'm getting there slowly but surely. I think I'm a tooth out there. That's me parallel. I need to rotate the shaft to get that vertical, which is about there. Am I on there? Up here, not quite. Gotcha. So, as per the diagram, I'm not entirely sure what you can see. There's a little cut there. That's vertical. That is vertical. My markers are parallel, so I think I'm good. I'm going to be death-defyingly careful, because if I drop these bolts in, I am proper screwed. See, I'm going to have to rotate to get the other one in, because it's at the other side. I just want to confirmatory check. Yeah, I'm bang on horizontal on the side. I'm vertical there. I'm at top dead centre. Now on the sprocket, and the line of the bolt holds the sprocket with those. Fit and partially screw in the first sprocket bolt. If the timing is correct, the T mark on the alternator must be in line with the index mark. The two subscribed and the sprocket must be parallel with the cylinder head mating surface. Well, that's precisely what I've just been through. That's bang on there. I am bang on top dead centre there. In addition, the milled slot in the camshaft left hand levers must be at the 12 o'clock position. 12 o'clock position. If the marks are not lined correctly, repeat, yeah. Apply a non-permanent fluid into the sprocket bolts and tighten them to a torque of 1.8 kilograms, 13 to 16 foot-pound. The crank must be rotated to insert the second bolt. Both bolts must be done evenly. So let's work that out. I need to put some Loctite on that. That didn't have it before. Don't drop it in that, 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 don't drop it in that. My own little personal mantra. Right, let's get my get my torque wrench set up and my bolt set up, and I'll drop you back in. You can actually watch me use a torque wrench. So I know people whinging at me saying, use a torque wrench, Nat. I do, just don't film it because it's dull. Right, let me get you back in. Right, so let's go. What can you see? There, you can see my, so keep forgetting that bit. A little bit of blue Loctite. I've overdone it there. Do me for both. Now obviously it didn't have any of this to start with. So I'm going to go finger tight plus a bit, spin it round. So turn the engine over. to the side. Don't drop it that, don't drop it that, don't drop it that. My new favourite song. So I'm set to 19 Newton meters on my torque wrench. I'm still turning this the wrong way, aren't I? And people will complain, because you're right. I need to stop doing that. All right. That'll do me. Where's my top dead centre line? There it is. Oh. Top dead centre, still vertical, still horizontal. Sweet! Like it's supposed to go that way. Let me put the top back on my Loctite before I dry that one out like I did the last one. Happy, done. Lubricate thoroughly camshaft journals and lobes and fill the troughs below each lobe with engine oil. Ooh. Oh, fucking every time I try and move it, I'm into timing. Right, so got a load of clean stuff here because I used that for the plates, so I'll reuse it. So lubricate thoroughly the camshaft journals and lobes and fill the trough below each lobe with engine oil. Right, best way with a syringe. I say best way, I think best way. But what do I know? I am just a tit in a shed, as I remind everybody as often as I can. So it does say fill out those troughs. So I think if I do that first, it gives me somewhere to slop around from. Which is good. I have a stolen child's paintbrush. The paintbrush is stolen, not the child. The child is mine. Lubricate thoroughly the journals and lobes. Fill the troughs. Lubricate the valves, stems and springs. I nearly broke into a bit of Rolf Harris then. Glad I didn't. Splash it all over. There you go, that's one I can still do. Good old Henry Cooper. This ain't quite brute. Smells better than brute. I think we're good. Right. Rocker carriers next. There we go, as the rocker's on reverse order, so 8, where are we at? 8, 7, 6, 5, and then working your way around the outside. So that's all torqued up. It now says about checking the valve spacings. So let me see if I can find my my spacers. Yeah, I think I know where it is. Right, so just a bit of an example then. So my valve heights were way off, so I've just done the exhaust on the left side. So On the book it's between 0.08 and 0.12. So 127 is a tiny bit too big. 0.102, there we go. 0.102 is in slap bang in the middle, so I've just adjusted this one. So effectively it's bolt on, screwdriver in, get that about right, so that can drag underneath there with a bit of pressure. I can't get the one size that's just outside of the spec on. It's fiddly, it's difficult to film, so I'm not going to show all of them, but I'm just going to rattle around and do the lot. So I'm at top dead centre, so I'm doing the left hand side first. As you can see, can I show you? Yeah, hang on, let me get you off and I'll show you. Right, as you can see, the valves are down on this side, so these valves should be open. So I've just done that one. Yep. Nothing and nothing, and as you can see on to the side, those valves are closed, so they should be closed, so they shouldn't be moving at all, and they're not. Right, let me get on with the two inlet side, and then I'll turn it top dead centre on the other side, if you like. So one revolution round, turning the engine the right way, and I'll do the other side. Right, and there we go, that's valve spacing done, rocker top on. I'm just chucking the chain stay guide, whatever, back in while I think of it, because if I leave it and forget, I've been gone that way before. That's wrong. It's this way. Oh well. Come on. There we go. I think it's that way. I'll have to have a look back at my own video, but frankly I'm putting it on so I don't forget where I put it as much as anything else. What was I saying? Yeah, so I'm pretty much close, I think, to trying to chuck it back in the engine, see if it works. Put the side casing back on. Yeah, must remember it hasn't got any oil in it before I piss around too much, though. That's the. But I don't want to go making it any heavier than I have already by putting the oil in now, because I will forget. But it's going to have to be first thing when it's in the back in the frame, I think. Yeah. I won't be doing that today. It is quite late. I have spent a long time in here. I'm trying to cut down on the amount I'm filming, because my uploads are getting longer and longer and longer, and it's just not, it's not fair. People don't want to watch that. I don't watch uploads that are that long, so why would I expect others to do it? I think we're pretty much good to go. So next upload, I'll be chucking it on the engine, although I do have to put the carb together. I do have my parts are all here, etc. I may just do that as an evening job in the kitchen though, because it's a clean one. Yeah, I made it. Right, that'll do me. Cheers all. Ta-da.